Okay, so the first technique we're going to talk about is call and response. So in order to do this, I'm going to choose two different rhythms that are very different from each other to create what we call and response. So I've actually picked out this one here, so I'm going to solo that just so you can have a listen. Okay, and then I've also picked this one too. Have a listen to this. So you can hear they're really different types of sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one maybe a bit further away to here, and then I'm going to put this one to here. And I'm just going to listen what it sounds like going from one to the other. Now what we want to do is build up a sort of a structural conversation, if you like. So I'm going to copy and paste these again, just so it sort of seesaws between the two. And the effect of that will be, it's like they're having a little conversation. So let's listen back to that now. Now, further considerations you might want to make. The structure, so the length of these two rhythms is actually quite different. This one's 2 bars, this one's 4. You might find it works a little better if they're the same length. If I hover in the bottom right-hand corner of the block, I can resize that. So what this is going to do now is it's only going to capture that first 2 bars of the rhythm I recorded. I'm then going to move this back to there. I'm then going to do the same here. I mean, if I wanted, I could just copy and paste this one to there again, and then move that back there. The reason I might do this is because it's a slightly shorter and snappier conversation. So have a listen now. So that's our first little call and response idea. I can maybe show you another one. So I might choose this one. What does this sound like? Okay, so let's do that alongside the green one. So this could be quite interesting because it's almost like 3 people. This is person 1, person 2, and then maybe person 3. So suddenly a new person has joined the conversation. It'll add something a bit different. And then once you've got that basic structure, not strict, you can get more creative with it. So for example, I might choose there to decide actually person 1 and 2 are just going to continue but together now, so they've layered up their sounds. Let's have a listen to that. Now, when you feel like it's a little empty in the middle, you might want something that sort of glues it together a bit more. Let's have a listen to this rhythm and see what it sounds like. Okay, that could be quite fun. And this is, again, it's called auditioning, when you just try stuff out, see how it works. I'm going to loop that through the middle. Let's see what that sounds like. So the crucial thing there is I can still hear that is call and response, and it's got that kind of conversation going on. But then what you can do is start using other layers to just complement it to help the piece to continue to flow. One last thing I would say, just from an audio editing side of things while we're here. You might have noticed this green rhythm here. It has a little bit of a chopped off sound at the end there. That's because I probably came in slightly too early when I recorded it. Now what you can do with all of them is I'll just zoom in a little, notch them back like that. But if I have a listen now, you'll notice that that has cleaned that up. That's better. Okay, so that's call and response. It's basically bouncing from one idea to another and back again. Maybe have a go on your own composition and see what you can come up with.